I really can't express my gratitude enough for your cooperation in this book. It wouldn't be happening without you.
Well, the time is right, and this may be one of the few ways to get the truth out.
I only hope this book does your story justice. The public has been denied it for so long. Some have wondered if you're actually still alive.
To be honest, I'm doing this in part to help myself understand what happened. As time goes on, that seems like a harder thing to do.
Then let us begin. Where would you like to start?
It really began with a tragedy.
I don't think so. Our subconscious mind has a lot more to do with how we perceive things than people think.
But can it make people see things that aren't really there?
Well, that depends on the person. I mean, some people are more open to it than others. Our subconscious mind hides things from our sight all the time.
So what you're saying is that there are all sorts of horrible or fantastic things out there, but it's too much for our minds to handle, so it blocks them out.
Exactly. It's like a buffer for our mind. Our only protection from insanity.
Okay. So, if I throw this rock out into the water, why doesn't it ever run into one of these horrible things on the way out?
Because the only thing that can stop that rock is something physical. What I'm talking about doesn't even exist in the same plane as that rock.
Alex! Alex! Alex!
Bradford.
Alex! Alex! Alex!
Oh, what's up?
Alex, I need to speak with you.
Oh, what's it about?
I can't discuss it here. I need to talk to you up at the house.
We'll see you later, Alex.
See you later, Will.
Okay, what's this all about, Bradford?
I don't know where to start.
Now you're starting to worry me. I mean, what happened?
Look, Alex, I've worked for your father for over 30 years now, and I'm beginning to feel like I'm almost a part of this family. And
Bradford, just get to the point. What happened?
your father has been gunned down by mercenaries in Colombia.
What? That's gotta be some mistake.
No, I'm sorry to say, but there is no mistake.
Oh my God.
I'm having a hard time believing it myself.
Well, I mean, sure there aren't any survivors? I mean, have they looked?
All I can tell you, Alex, is that it has been confirmed. Now, I know this is going to be difficult for you to accept, but we have to begin now, damn it! Your father is dead, Alex.
I've got to call my mother.
I just can't believe he's dead. It probably serves him right, though.
How long have you been divorced from him?
20 years?
Is there really any reason to be so vicious after all those years?
You're probably right, George, but he shouldn't have been in Colombia anyway. He should have been here running his damn business.
It really does surprise me, though.
Just a minute. Hello, this is Pat. Oh, good. George, this is Alex. Can you excuse me for just a minute?
Certainly.
Alex, honey, how are you?
Not too good. Bradford just told me the news.
Yes, I know. George and I just found out about it ourselves a few moments ago. Listen, you really must come and see me as soon as possible. This isn't something you can deal with on your own.
I can't leave now. I can't even think straight.
Alex, you have to calm down. This is very hard, and it's just going to get harder for you. But the worst thing we can do is fall into desperation. You really must take some time for yourself to grieve.
I know.
Listen, forget about coming here. I'll arrange so that George and I can be there. We'll fly out tomorrow. Are you going to be all right, honey?
So.
Dad?
Martin Residence, how may I help you? Hello? Hello, is there anyone there? Hello? Excuse me?
Alex! What are you doing out here? I was just on my way to your house.
I just had to get some air.
What's going on?
I don't want to talk about it, all right? Let's just go.
So what are we doing?
Let's go to the bar.
Did you talk to anyone else?
Yeah, Glenn and the others are gonna meet us.
The usual, then.
Alex? What's going on? What's it to you? Well, don't you think you better slow down? You've been hitting the sauce all night.
Just leave me alone.
Hey, what's wrong? I'm leaving. Wait a minute. Don't you want to ride?
I'll walk.
So Alex's father was dead. Did you think that possibly he was on some course of self-destruction?
I thought it was strange to see him drinking so much. He never would have in the past. I guess he was using it as a way to cope.
Would you say that he went through some sort of withdrawal from family and friends?
I suppose, but frankly, half of his family was gone now, and I don't think he was ready to open up to his friends.
Let's talk for a minute about Alex's mother. What was she like?
I would never really see much of her. She hooked up with some millionaire on the East Coast and would only come to visit once or twice a year. She's one of those people that was always real nice to your face, but could turn on you at any minute.
Did you see Alex's father a lot?
Yeah, he was always real nice to Alex's friends. Always taking us on trips and really getting to know you. That's why it was strange that I didn't find out about his death until much later.
Alex wasn't upfront with you about that?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I think I found out from Bradford. Hello?
Will? This is Bradford.
Yes, Bradford.
Say, were you out with Alex last night?
Yeah, we were out at the bar.
Okay, because I'm starting to get a bit concerned about him. His bed hasn't been slept in, and I haven't seen him this morning.
Well, that is strange. He left the bar early last night, and I thought he was going straight home.
I've been concerned about his mental state, what with the news of his father that came yesterday.
What about his father?
You mean he hasn't told you?
No, he didn't say a thing.
Oh, my. Mr. Martin passed away on Monday.
What? You're kidding. Well, that's ridiculous. He didn't say a word. What happened?
Mr. Martin was murdered on a trip to Colombia.
Oh, my God.
Alex not telling you is even more evidence that he isn't in a good mental state. Listen, Will, I'll have him give you a call when I find him. Yes. Goodbye. Alex! 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 Oh, Alex, I hope you haven't done something stupid to yourself. That wouldn't be good for either of us. Alex! Alex! Alex, wake up.
Bradford?
Come on, let's sit up here.
Oh, my head.
Did you have too much to drink last night, Alex?
Yeah, I think I did.
No. Let's get you up.
remember is we'll drop me off, and then...
You really must be strong, Alex. You should not hide your feelings in alcohol.
I know. Either something's going on here, or I'm losing my mind.
What did you see, Alex?
How do you know that I've seen anything?
You need to rest now. We'll talk later. It's really kind of unknown, isn't it?
What's that?
This life. It can be as forgiving as it can be cruel.
Well, it certainly has been more cruel for us lately.
You just never know when you're going to fall into that abyss. Alex, are you aware of your father's place in the world when he passed away?
Well, I know he's a rich man, and in today's world, I guess that makes him an important one.
I hope you realize that Martin Industries has become a Fortune 500 company, and it's fair to say that it's nowhere near the bottom of that list.
I suspected that.
Well, Alex, your father had become a very influential man in the world of finance. Not only that, but he also became very influential in the world of politics. Now, one does not do these things on one's own. You come from a wealthy family, and your father was a member of an organization whose members were, you could say, equally as influential.
Well, I know he's a Mason for some time.
No, I'm not speaking about the Masons. This is something else entirely. Well, I'll give it a name then. The Alliance. Yes, that's fair enough. The Alliance operates within bloodlines. Do you know what that means?
Well, it's passed on through the family?
Exactly. Now, the Alliance contains the most important and the most influential bloodlines the world has ever known.
And my name, Martin, is one of these?
Yes, in a way. At any rate, I expect you've become aware of the responsibilities that have been settled upon your shoulders in the past 48 hours. Control of Martin Industries, control of the holdings, control of the properties. This is where the Alliance comes in. You have been dropped into your father's shoes, Alex. And just as he was a member of the Alliance, your membership is not merely required, but essential.
My father never said a word about this.
That's hardly unexpected. Secrecy is required within the closest circles. It was planned that you were to be told upon your father's death. It just came much sooner than we had ever planned.
Why me? I'm obviously not my father. I don't know half of what he knows.
You are the heir of the bloodline. That's how it works. That's how it's always worked. You are the future. Alex, I know this is a lot to concern you with at this time, but there has been no other way.
I thought I was in control of my life. I mean, I knew it all. How to handle things, and now, suddenly, it's...
Everything will be fine, Alex.
And you, Bradford. I mean, I thought I could trust you. But after our talk, I don't think so.
I apologize for keeping things from you, but you must see it was the only way. And now it is time for you to move away from that abyss and to move toward the light. life must go on.
Appropriate ceremony, Alex. Your father would have been proud to be honored in such a way.
I know he would have been glad that you came.
And despite our differences over the years, we have always loved each other. Remember that, Alex. Now, are you going to be okay with all your new responsibilities?
Yeah, I think I'll be all right. Bradford's been doing a lot to help me get by.
Good. Well, if you have any problems, just phone my accountant in New York. She'll take care of everything. Now, I'll call you when I get in. Everything will be okay.
Thanks. Bye, Mom.
Take care, dear.
Excuse me? Can I help you? Oh, it's you. Do you have something for me then? Yes, well, you can tell them he'll get this by this afternoon.
Man, all I could think of through that whole service was how much your dad has done for me. Remember that one year when we went whitewater rafting? That was probably one of the best times of my life.
Yeah, sometimes I think of that too. But all those memories sting when I think of them. God, I just get myself in the state of mind where I expect him to walk in that door at any minute.
That's probably just one of the ways your mind compensates for it. The loss, I mean. I felt the same way when my grandmother died.
No, this is different. I've been seeing things, Will. Strange things.
What do you mean?
I don't know how to describe it.
Well, now you've got me intrigued. What is it?
Oh, I've been seeing figures, strange figures. One second it's my father, the next it's these beings. I'm beginning to wonder about my overall sanity.
Beings? What are you talking about? What do they look like?
I don't know how to explain it.
Well, where do you see them?
They seem to be watching me around every corner. You know, they're there, and in an instant they're gone. It makes me question my own eyes. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dealing with too much stress with everything that's going on. Especially with Bradford hitting me with this alliance my father's in. It seems like everything's coming down on me at once.
Wait a minute. What alliance?
I don't know. That's how Bradford will call it, the alliance. I guess it's some kind of group of rich and powerful people. I don't know. My father never said anything about to me.
Well, what did Bradford say about it?
He says that I'm automatically in it since my father died. And now I gotta start attending their meetings.
It's probably just some sort of investment group. You know, they're just gonna end up telling you where to spend all your money. Hey, maybe Bradford could just be setting you up. I'm sure he'd love a slice of that pie your father left.
I don't know. I don't have the same trust for Bradford I had before. Yet, I don't think he's trying to scam me. But he's definitely been acting different since my father died. You know, in fact, when I mentioned it to Bradford that I've been seeing some strange things lately, he acted as if he knew something about it.
Well, he's obviously not being honest with you.
I don't know. Maybe this stress is turning into paranoia. Just think I need to take some time off, relax, and try to pull myself together.
Tell me, Will, when Alex first spoke to you about the fact that he'd been seeing things, what was your reaction?
I really didn't know how to react. I guess I sort of passed it off as an effect of his stress. What made it unusual for me was his paranoia.
That he claimed figures were watching him.
Yes, he seemed scared, very scared.
Did you understand what the figures were?
He had trouble describing them to me. Although at first he did say some seemed to be a manifestation of his father. At the time, it just might have been a hallucination, but I didn't want to get into it too much. You know, like buying into someone else's madness so much it becomes yours.
So Alex didn't confide in you that he'd been seeing a gray?
A gray?
The creature you described is commonly called a gray. Large, dark eyes, small mouth, etc.
Alex didn't confide too much in me until later.
At that point, did you think he had been losing it just a bit?
No, I wouldn't go that far. I'd just say his depression was deeply affecting him.
You have since been quoted as saying that you believe these creatures are real, correct?
They are real. Alex helped me to understand that.
Then you've seen them yourself, Will?
Not with my own eyes.
Then how do you know Alex was telling you the truth?
There are just some things you know. Things that don't have to be proven by eye. I don't think you would be here writing this book if you didn't believe.
That's true. It would be fair to say that I trust in their existence.
That says enough.
Moving on. What was your relationship with Bradford?
It was never really that good. And after Alex's dad died, it was even worse. Bradford was always kind of distant to anyone who wasn't in the family. I know Alex trusted him because he had been with their family for so long.
But after Mr. Martin's death, Alex felt differently?
Yes, I would say so. Bradford was never really the same.
What's this?
Just read it.
Who's this from?
It's from the Alliance.
It says they want to meet with me tomorrow. Why so soon?
I cannot answer those questions. They will send a car for you at 5 p.m. sharp. And that is really all I can tell you.
Wait, Bradford?
Not another word. Wait here, please. Alex?
Yes.
Alex, this gentleman is here from the Alliance. He is to take you to your appointment.
right here. Is that right? You really gotta get a hold of yourself. Because that is...
Alex Martin, you're finally here. Oh, this is wonderful. Please, come in, sit down. You must meet everyone. We are the Alliance, and we welcome you here. I'm sure dear Bradford has told you a little about us.
No, not really.
Oh, well then, let me be the first to introduce you. On the end, we have Mr. Kelly, an Irishman. Mr. Kelly is in charge of foreign affairs. Say hello to Alex, Mr. Kelly.
Thank you for coming.
And next we have Harlan Roberts. Harlan's business is agricultural. I'm sure you two will get along famously. Harlan can be very personable.
Welcome.
In the middle, we have David Pearson. David is in the entertainment industry, television, influence, etc.
Yeah, I recognize Mr. Pearson.
You two know each other.
No, I just recognize him from TV.
Greetings. I was very sorry to see your father go so young. He was a good man.
Yes, thank you, David. And on the end, we have Roger Lankin. Roger's business is financial. If you need it, he can provide. And that is everyone, except for me. I am Father Dubois, and I handle what you might call religious affairs. That's probably pretty obvious. And with that, you have been introduced to the Alliance.
So, this is the entire Alliance?
Oh, no. There are many more people in the Alliance than what you see here. Some of them wish to keep their identity a secret. Others, like us, do not. This shall be your choice as well. Fair enough? How are you feeling?
Good, I guess. So, does this panel control the Alliance?
Every member, visible or not, has a say in the decisions.
Yes, we are all equal here.
Yes, thank you, David. And that brings us to one of our favorite members, your father. All of us were very close to your father, Alex, and I'm sure he would consider most of us to be almost family, which is why we are very glad that you are here.
Father.
Oh, yes, excuse me, Mr. Kelly. I do tend to go on at times. The first part of tonight's proceedings will be your initiation, and that will be presented by Mr. Kelly.
Thank you, Father. Let me start by asking you, is it your intention to join the Alliance?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. Let me make it clear to you that, like many organizations, the Alliance holds certain information that must be protected. Do you understand this? Very good. I'm just trying to help you understand why one needs to be initiated. You see, it's not everyone that gets this opportunity. And I know that right from the start you'll have a lot of questions to ask all of us. Well, let me start with the obvious. What is the Alliance? Well, as you might know from your years of schooling, that this is a quite complex world made out of quite complex people, and sometimes...
Almost all of the time.
Okay. Almost all the time. People need some kind of guidance to get them through a day of work. The kids' taxes. Everything that goes into a busy day. But sometimes, those are the easy things. The harder part comes when a person sits down and tries to decide what to do with their life. And that's where we come in.
Are you talking like a religion?
Oh, please, Mr. Kelly, I feel I'm suited to answer that. Yes, somewhat like that, only much larger. You see, most people go to church for social reasons, and we understand that. We go beyond Sunday morning into everyday life.
But you're a priest, I assume. How can you be any part of this? Isn't this against the teachings of the church?
The Vatican reports to us. They always have.
I find that hard to believe.
Believe it or not, Alex, it is the truth. You are so eager to question us, but rare is the day that anyone questions them. Let me ask you something. Why do you suppose the Vatican spent millions on an observatory?
I didn't realize that was the case.
Of course you hadn't. And you know why?
No.
Because Mr. Pearson's investigative news team failed to do a story on it.
It was an honest mistake, I assure you.
Even if it had been exposed, do you think it would have changed anyone's feelings? I think we can safely say that it wouldn't have.
The methods of control are more subtle than you think.
For example, let's take the average business owner. Most people would agree that he owns his own business. Would you agree?
Yeah?
That's a misconception. He may own the individual store, but he rarely creates the products that are contained in that store. For example, you don't see anybody selling homemade milk, do you?
I suppose not.
Right. That store buys their products from a big manufacturer, which is owned by an even larger manufacturer, which in some way, shape, or form makes their way through this alliance.
Are you trying to tell me that most all the world's commerce comes through this small alliance?
Remember, Alex, the alliance is much larger than those that you see in this room.
You know, Roger, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't go on at such length. Your explanations leave a little to be desired.
Before we go any further, I feel we should have Mr. Martin take the oath.
I agree this must not continue improperly.
Oh, very good. Mr. Kelly, proceed with the oath.
Thank you. Now, as you can tell from the preliminary information, the alliance is an important one. But I'll be frank with you. Many of the secrets that we hold dear cannot be taken lightly, and we must have your solemn oath to keep them within these walls. Now, will you take an oath to become a member of the alliance, keeping that one simple promise?
Listen, I mean, this is all coming to me really fast. When Bradford first told me about this, he left out a lot of the details. I'm not sure I'm ready to take on such a responsibility.
Let me make something clear to you, Alex. The Alliance is much like a machine, rhythmic and calculated in its pace. Like a machine, it ceases to operate when an integral part of it is missing. We have felt this loss ever since the passing of your father. You can help replace that part and help us begin to move again. This is the way it works. This is the way it has always worked.
All right. For my father's sake, I will agree.
Very good. Now let's continue, Mr. Kelly.
You understand that acceptance of this oath only allows you to begin your path of understanding within the alliance, and that you will only be privy to certain information when it is demonstrated by your mastery of previous knowledge.
I understand.
Repeat after me, then. I, Alex Martin, agree to the oath of the alliance.
I, Alex Martin, agree to the oath of the alliance.
And I understand that if I were to break the oath, it would be punishable by death.
And I understand if I were to break the oath, it will be punishable by death.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. Have no fear, Alex Martin, no fear at all. Please come with me. Alex, please meet Claire. She shall complete your initiation.
Please, take a seat.
Alex.
What? What happened?
You have now completed the initiation.
What have you done to me?
We've done nothing to you. We merely needed to verify that you are indeed who you claim to be. There can be no mistakes in regards to membership in the Alliance. You will now leave this center and contemplate what has happened to you. We will retrieve you when you are needed.
Pain, bright colors, closing walls. I know that's abstract, but that's what it was like.
It must have been some kind of trick.
If it was awfully convincing.
Well, how do you feel now?
Better. I'm still a little bit nauseous, though.
What do you think they did to you?
Gave me some kind of initiation to show me their power.
And David Pearson. The David Pearson from TV was there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was him. I couldn't believe my own eyes. Man, this place is like a who's who of power.
I knew your dad was rich. But did you ever think he was involved with anything like this?
No, never.
Let's go.
Where?
I mean, let's go. You bring me there. I gotta see it.
Are you kidding? If they knew you saw anything, they'd kill us both.
They're not gonna catch us. Come on.
No.
I at least gotta see where the building is.
No!
Alex, may I have a word with you?
Yeah, sure, Bradford. I'll see you later, Will.
5 o'clock.
Alex, I want you to remember the vow you have taken. It's not to be taken lightly.
I understand that. Why don't you just mind your own business, Bradford?
The Alliance. It's one of the most contentious parts of this story. The mass media denies its existence. Yet conspiracy theorists claim it's been there all along. So you and Alex decided to return to their building. What made you so interested in going back?
I guess it was mostly curiosity. What Alex had explained to me was so far off the map, I just couldn't accept it.
Weren't you suspicious that it could simply have been part of his seemingly deteriorating mental health?
The story was pretty unbelievable, but this was finally something concrete. If Alex had been telling tales, the building wouldn't exist, and he'd be proven wrong right in front of me. But if it was there, I knew there had to be something to all of this.
So you wanted to justify it in your own mind?
I would say so, but part of it was how Bradford was acting.
You felt maybe he was steering Alex in the wrong direction?
Possibly, but I knew there was something strange going on, and I just couldn't put my finger on it.
In your opinion, did Alex want to join the Alliance?
That was hard for me to say. He did feel an obligation to his father, so I don't think he saw an alternative.
Was he afraid to return to the building with you?
It was definitely my idea. I just had to know what was going on.
Better walk from here. All right, there it is.
Let's go check it out.
No way! I said, I'd show you the house. There it is. Now let's go.
Come on, I just want to see for myself.
There's no way.
You can stay here if you want to.
All right, how are we gonna get in?
There's a door over there. Let's give that one a try. Come on.
All right, let's go. Hurry up, go, come on, go. Yeah, I think I found the door.
Can you get it open?
Let me check. All right, this is it. This is the room they took me in.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a look.
No.
Yeah, it'll just take a second. Wait here.
Hurry up.
Jesus, you wouldn't believe what I just saw in there.
What?
Dude, take a look, quick.
Let's go. Spot.
What?
Saw us. That dude saw us. Oh my God.
What's going on back there?
They're following us? I don't see anything.
Sorry. Everything's fine. Okay.
Oh my God, look out! Oh, Jesus!
Oh my God! Did I hit him? Where is he? He's not around!
See him?
No, please. I hit him.
Will! No, Will! 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 Oh, here it comes.
Were you aware of what had happened?
Not exactly. At first I wasn't sure why Alex had run out of the building. I assumed he must have been seen.
But later he informed you as to what he saw.
He said he saw one of them.
The Greys.
Yes, with someone from the Alliance, but that's not what I saw.
You saw Pat, Alex's mother. What was your reaction to seeing her there?
I was stunned. It didn't make any sense.
Does it make you question her involvement?
Yes, very much so. But I never told Alex about it.
Why not?
In a way, I didn't want him to know. At the time, I felt he was being betrayed from so many angles.
So you were convinced then that the Alliance wasn't acting in Alex's best interest? Would that be fair to say?
Yes. With all the secrecy and betrayal involved, it was the only way I could feel. Alex's being taken from the car illustrated that.
You feel the Alliance was upset that Alex had returned?
I think at first, but then it was out of their hands. His time had come to learn the truth.
Where am I?
You are with us now.
Who are you?
We are a collective. You are a part of us.
How long have I been here?
You have always been here. Your life apart from us is an illusion. It is now your time, Alex. Return to us and pull back the veil which shrouds your eyes. You have much to learn in the light.
What is this place?
It will become familiar to you. Watch carefully.
Dad, that's my father.
Do not move. Watch, Alex.
Oh my God, no, no! Why have you shown me this?
It is your first lesson.
What could be possibly learned by watching my father's execution?
Your father is not dead. His illusion has ended, and he has returned to us.
Dad?
Come now. Our time together has only begun.
That's a remarkable story. Simply remarkable. I must say, I wasn't prepared to hear much of this. I assume this has never been told before.
Up until today, it was only between Alex and I.
Let me get this straight. The Gray had obtained a connection with Alex's mind, like a form of telepathy.
He described it as much more to me. It was more like virtual reality.
So it wanted Alex to understand the reality of his father's death?
No, from what I could gather, it was more to gain the understanding of a parallel existence. That all things, living or dead, physical or non-physical, remain connected as a whole.
Like something hidden, just under the surface, but still there.
Right. But the being had relayed an incredible amount of information to him. Much of it he couldn't seem to put into words when he explained it to me.
Okay, let's back up a bit. So it was Alex's contention that the Alliance had gotten most of its power from some alien influence.
Yes, all of their power. Economics, religion, food production, all of it.
Did Alex ever tell you why the Greys wanted to gain control of our planet?
I don't think it's about control. It's more about steering us in the right direction. We are part of a greater plan. A plan that's more about domination of ourselves than about domination of our planet.
So their message is one of enlightenment rather than power. Do you realize that your story will be an invaluable influence in this area of study?
Yes, but I'm afraid most people will study the story and forget the message within.
I guess we've seen more than one example of that. Tell me, Will, what happened to you?
To me?
Yes. When you and Alex were stopped in the car, where did you end up?
I awoke on the side of the road.
Will? Will, how are you?
Where is he?
Oh, Alex? I haven't seen him yet this morning. I think he might have gone out early.
Listen, Bradford, don't screw with me. I was there last night.
Last night?
When they took him, the Alliance.
The Alliance took Alex? Why would they do a thing like that?
You've betrayed him, haven't you?
I have never, and will never betray Alex. You remember that.
So he had returned. How long was it before you realized that he had come back?
2.5 days. After the first day, I wasn't sure if he would ever come back.
Was he different?
Of course. At first, he wouldn't speak to me at all. But then he started to come around. He would always speak very slowly and choose his words carefully.
What would he talk about?
Pretty much everything I've told you tonight. He brought it all together for me. Everything made sense.
This was when you'd noticed how he had changed?
Yes, a complete change. Again, it wasn't like he was physically different. It was more about how he carried himself. You just felt different when you were around him.
Then what happened?
He started to explain things to me in detail. We used to walk, and he would talk for hours on end.
What sort of things would he tell you?
He told me of their plans.
The Greys?
Yes. But he also went into much more and spoke about life, the secrets of creation, the universe. He spoke of enormous vistas and the inner worlds within. I didn't understand everything he spoke of, but it didn't seem to matter. The answers just kept coming.
How long would your talks go on?
7 days. Precisely 7 days. After that, I just had to get away for a while. I had to take some time to examine what I had learned. I spent several days in the woods working everything out when I decided to go back.
Tell me, Will, did Alex offer you enlightenment?
He offered and I accepted.
And Bradford? He accepted also?
Yes, but he wasn't ready. Frankly, I don't think I was.
Can you share it with me for this book?
Do you really think you or anyone that reads your book is ready?
No. You're right. Maybe we're not. Do you think we'll ever be ready?
Probably. But when you are, the answers won't come from someone like Alex or me. They'll come from within yourself.
Have you ever seen Alex again?
No, I've not. Occasionally I will talk to someone, a complete stranger, who says they've seen him, but the details are always sketchy. I know he's out there somewhere, just like those answers within us all.